here is FanDuel Fantasy Sports app, where you know it's a fantasy sports app, and then you can just bet here, and then you can just earn some revenue, some money. You need to know what you are doing. This is just not an advice. You need to be actually quite careful here with these apps. And then you have some free games to play. Maybe you can just practice there. You can sort out like where you have which games, and then you just have okay. But then you can just select this fantasy players just as an example, and then you can just submit. Okay. And then you need to enter with $5.55. And then you just need to top up your account, for example, and then you can just win something with this entry. So then you can just see articles and research. So that's basically what you can have here. You can see popular sports, NBA, NLB. You can see different strategies, different tournaments. You can also claim a voucher here. Okay, it says claim voucher, but it's not here. Then you can also, of course, just add some funds to fantasy. So you can participate in all these games. Then there are scores, then there are friends. You can invite friends to your league, and then you just have your account. You can always go and actually read here in FAQ. Maybe it's just the best way to do it, because I'm not like a frequent user of this app. And then you can just read through the review. And then in the daily fantasy sports, you draft a lineup to score the most fantasy points while staying under a salary cap. Your draft screen shows each position in your lineup and how much salary you have left to spend. Start your lineup by picking a quarterback. So here you can see like how to pick your players, and then you can just draft the player. And then in the top part, you see salary remaining and the average player. You need to stay under the salary cap. So here you can see I can't choose the top one, so I just choose this one, and then lineup complete, and I can just tap submit. Then you just need to turn on the game, open FanDuel Fantasy, and watch your players score points in real time on the app. The better your players do, the more you win. The more points your team scores, the higher you climb up the leaderboard. Finish high enough in the rankings and you will win real cash. So yeah, that's basically how it works, how drafting works in these fantasy games. So the idea is that obviously you need to know what you're doing. So if you're betting in NFL, you need to know what are good players, like what are good and cheap players actually, how they might perform and all of that. And I don't know, like either that's some algorithm or like how they decide which team gonna win this, but that's basically the process. And then if you want to add funds to fantasy, just will be able to add them here. We can't offer paid play in current, so that's basically it is. And then you can actually withdraw, of course, if you want some cash. You can confirm identity, and then you will just be able to withdraw from here. If then you can just easily go to account settings and close your account. I would really suggest to also to enable 2FA, two-factor authentication, in case you start to earning some cash here. So just do that. So that's basically an idea. You can see some scores, most recent scores. So you can see your friends, you can see lobby. Uh, so that's basically what it is. So it's one of the top apps in this category. Of course, you just need to do your own research and just be quite careful with these apps. Are you gonna be able to withdraw and all of that? So I would just really suggest you to, you know, use the most used apps. Like FanDuel is one of those. And yeah, then you can just try to place some small bets first and then just earn some cash. Um, a lot of these games have $1 entry. Then you can also play free for some games and all of that. So try it out.